Hey guys, this is Adam Ellis, and today we have a very special guest joining us, the first ever guest, Demis Hellen. You all know who he is. If you don't, go and check him out. Incredible sound designer, producer, great guy. We're going to be working together a lot in the future. And today, we're going to be looking if we can improve a sound designer's melody. So enough of me yabbing on. I'll pass you over to Demis, let him have a few words. Demis, over to you.
Hey everyone, Demis Hellen here. I'm really glad to be the first guest, the official first guest here on the Adam Ellis channel, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he can input on the melody. You know me, I improve all the time and then I share those improvements, so this video is perfect formula that fits what I do.
Cool. Thanks, Demis. Great to have you on. And yeah, Demis is a great guy, great producer, and this melody gave me goosebumps earlier. I did suggest a couple of changes, so we're going to jump in a minute. And look, it's all about having fun. Like Demis said, when I said to him, hey, I think that I could maybe make some changes, would you like me to show you? I then thought, why not do a video? But then I thought, well, I don't want to, I hope that's not rude. Maybe you won't want people to say that. And he said, absolutely not. I'm an open book. And just like myself, this is why we get on so well, me and Demis. We're here to share the mistakes, the fun. We have fun. There might be jokes in this. There might be some edits that we don't bother doing because we like to keep it real. This channel and Demis' channel is all about keeping it real. I'm not one for just shortcut edits. I like to have fun with you guys, keeping it real. So yeah, we'll jump into Logic. We'll have a play about. Maybe I can improve it. Maybe I can't. That's your God's honest truth. And yeah, so anyway, we'll jump into Logic now. Cool. So we're in Logic. I've got Demis' track loaded up. He doesn't actually have a drone as such in this track, which he was working on, which is fascinating because seeing how different people work is always interesting. There's a million different ways to skin a cat, as we like to say. I shouldn't say that as a cat owner, really, should I? But I've added a bass. Melody sounds great. Gave me full body goosebumps earlier. There's just one particular area which I think I can improve on. Funnily enough, I gave him some feedback, and the bugger's gone and changed it and made it better already. So he's kind of ruined half the video, really, because I've already told him what I'd do. But I will tell you them suggestions, but he's done it perfectly. So we'll play the melody. So as you can hear, it sounds awesome. Before, Demis wasn't going up at the end right here, and he was kind of repeating a melody. And where it goes down in this section, he was kind of doing a variation of that. So it was going down, but maybe a bit different. And I was like, hey, no, at the end, go up, because it's just like, it's a continuation of the melody. And that's where you get that climax, that like, them goosebumps come from them moments where you've got this melody and then there's that big change at the end. So yeah, it already sounds incredible. Notation sounds really good. Let's have a quick look at the notation. This is a basic arpeggio. Demis has done many videos on this. Well, I'll say many. I've seen one video. We'll call it many. Demis has done at least one video on arpeggios. And really good way to learn from Demis' channel. I'm not going to say I'm lazy. I'm not lazy. I use MIDI packs because I haven't got time to sit down and do arpeggios. I say I ain't got time. I guess maybe I'm lazy, but Demis teaches you how to make arpeggios and all the music theory behind it. So let's have a quick look. Interestingly, they're only the first two bars, or beats, bars, whatever you are. See, my new music theory is shocking. Go up. So it's just like interesting. Why one goes up here, bar 1, bar 2, bar 1, bar 3, bar 1, bar 2. So it's all a bit different. So it's is it different? Let's have a quick look. So yeah, see, so it's a little bit different. It just goes to show there's no right or wrong way of doing things. This works. I typically have consistency throughout, but Demis has got a melody where it's ever evolving, and I've never done that. So straight away, I'm learning already, like in this tutorial, in this little video. I'm actually being a bit thick here, aren't I? 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm just seeing where these notes repeat. I think I might have messed up, actually. Ah, yeah, I did. So the notes are the same. I got confused looking at these notes here. I didn't see them. So there you go. So I guess to definitely all melodies out there where the melody and the MIDI adapts, Demis like me has kept it consistent, and that's great. So first 4 bars of the melody are fantastic. No issues at all. One thing I might suggest to allow the melody to evolve on the top line is maybe muting this first note. So at the end of the 4 bars, rather than it going da-da-dun and that little ladder, maybe have that later in this section. So that way you've got first 4 bars, melody, second 4 bars, you've got the melody plus a change in a notation and a melody. So that could definitely work. Feel like we've definitely got room for improvements there, and the beautiful thing about trance music is there's no real right or wrong. Unless it's out of key, there's no right and wrong. It's down to personal preference. There's loads of tracks signed to big labels, and I don't really like the melodies, and I don't think they sound very good. But who am I to say that they're not very good? Because they're getting signed to these major labels. There's nothing technically wrong with them. They're not out of key. It just doesn't gel with my feeling process, how I feel melodies. But melodies are subjective, and I've had some great labels turn my tracks down because the melodies weren't good enough, and they've gone to get signed on other bigger labels. So it is subjective. Remember, this isn't about me making Demis's melody better. It's seeing if we can improve it in my kind of brain. So it's important to be clear on that. I like that change. Rather than repeating the notes twice, 1, 2, 1, 2, which then goes on to a full section of G sharps, I like to go down. I think that's going to work better. Well, I like them changes. I think they're good. We've taken away that little run on the end of the 4th bar, and then we've changed one of the notes at the at the end of the 7th. And it's just about telling the story for me. It's if you give away all the notation at the start, there's nowhere else to go. Doesn't mean you have to do that. It's just my way of working on certain tracks. Napalm Poet's quite consistent. The notes are quite fairly consistent. But in other tracks I've done, there has been a continuation of the development of the top line. Again, no rules. Just showing you what my ears are listening to and picking up. So yeah, we've removed the little run here, and we've put the little we've put the F sharp down to the F. So now let's look at the second part of the melody, which I think is pretty much perfect. All I've done is I've removed again the little run there, but I might put that in and make a change, and let's see. Keep the run in there. It's such a subtle change. I'm going to leave the note on the G sharp because we've already got a change, which I do like. Again, continuing the melody development without overly complicating it. And then we've got the change at the end, which is perfect. Less is more sometimes. So there you go. We've improved it in my mind a little bit. It gels more with my ears. You might be sat there thinking, oh God, Adam, you've ruined that melody. And that's fine. It's subjective. This is just a bit of fun. We're going to layer it up. Why not throw a bit of bonus layering in? So we'll get the bass, we'll get the leads, and we'll just do it over three sections of 16. Let me get the pads. Where has it gone? Should have had this in already. Schoolboy error. Share folders. See what we'll do. This will be easier. We'll make a little pad. So this is how you make a pad from a lead. What's going on with that? One thing you notice what I didn't do is some of the changes are left out because you just don't need them because the changes are happening too fast for the attack or whatever it is in the ADSR to catch up. So just don't even need to do that. I have a little problem where I reset Logic early by accident and it's turned off my little section where it picks up my my clicks, my automation. I think it's in mix. So also set parameter remove. There you go. I think that's it. I hope anyway. Oh, thank God for that. Panicking then. I hate using a filter with an EQ, which doesn't sound very good. Always try and use the built-in filter. One more time without fucking about. That right there is a fucking world-class melody. I think I made it a little bit better, but I mean, the melody is fucking incredible. I feel like I have added some subtle changes which have developed it slightly. All credit to Demis. I would snap that melody up in a heartbeat. That is an outstanding melody, like world-class. I cannot wait to see what Demis does with this track. Long-awaited first track. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. Demis, we've not really had a chance to have a chat, really. First time. What did you think of the improvements? We've already had a discussion, but it's important to be completely honest. You know, it's not about, you know, it's not about sat here telling each other what we want to hear. It's about being honest. So, small changes. What did you think?
So the subtle change on, I would say, about halfway through, where you changed the sort of like the little rise up to the, I think it was
the ladder.
Yeah, the C sharp. It was the next one along. I thought that was a nice subtle change. There was one where you changed it upwards. I think it were in the second time round.
The first time was when we removed the first note in the ladder. What did you feel like that? Did you feel like that killed the flow, or did you feel like it broke it down a little bit?
Because I still want the melody to evolve. So taking that out and leaving it for later is sort of like the ear candy part of that melody. You know that part's coming a bit later on. So
it's definitely not needed, but it's a nice little touch. You could have it with or without. I mean, there's no rules. What about the little drop down on here rather than repeating the same note? So it went from this. So let's have a quick look. Sorry, I'm on the wrong one there. The layering sounded incredible as well. Really nice layers. Hear it very well in that lead. Just, It doesn't quite flow properly. You go down and it's lovely.
Yeah.
It's great. It's like instead of it just seems to get jammed up before it doesn't flow. So that little small change makes all the world of difference. What did you think of that one?
Yeah, that one's brilliant. Just on the fact, like you say, it changes up the flow, but at the same time, it's just giving it that little extra harmonic detail that doesn't appear anywhere else in the melody, if you know what I mean. You don't get that little nuance in there, so it keeps that evolution going.
And then the last one I was a bit unsure about, but it ended up working really well. Trying to find it. Just one little note change here.
Again, that's the one I was on about earlier.
Yeah.
That note change
Big
to the
change.
C sharp.
Yeah. What's good about it is that it's like a bit of a teaser for the fact that we're do you know what I mean? So it's like a little teaser to getting higher to me. The real goosebump part of the track is at the end where it just unleashes that that top line where it goes up to the what is it, the G sharp, and good melody, mate. Not a good melody, a world-class, fantastic melody. You know, I think many producers would love to get their hands on that. I know I certainly would. So, anything you would look to do to further improve things, or you know, what's your overall feelings and thoughts on this lesson slash deconstruction slash seeing what Adam thinks he would do if he had his melody?
Yep. To be honest, I wouldn't change anything on there. The subtle changes that you've made, like you said, you can over-engineer it, and how it was fine in certain places, and then other parts where you've just made those subtle changes, it adds that little bit of nuance. And at the same time, it shows everybody that melody creation, you don't just sit there and create the perfect melody, you sort of work at it after and you fine-tune it, and these are those stages. So don't be afraid to sort of over-engineer your melody and then sort of like rein it back in as well.
Absolutely. I think the overall take all on this is that there's no right, there's no wrong, it's subjective. Some people might like the changes, some people might not. Some labels might, some might not, and that's the beauty of making music. Everyone likes different things. So I hope that you enjoyed this little tutorial. Please do be sure to email me, tutorials@adamlsdj.com, for any information about this YouTube video, information on my one-to-one lessons, any questions. I'm always happy to help. If you want any feedback on your track, we always give away a winner on the previous video, but we've recorded this video, me and my editor, without doing a previous video, so I can't do a winner on this one. But drop me a line if you've got any questions or anything like that. Also, Demis's email. Go and check out his website. What's your email address? What's your website address, Demis? DemisHellen.com. We'll put it on the screen somewhere up here or down there, somewhere not quite in sync yet. So we'll put that on there. Be sure to go and check it out. Incredible sound designer. Some great packs and got some really cool things coming. We're going to be doing something really exciting where Demis is going to teach a pro sound design. So we're going to do a series with Demis teaching me sound design. So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, I'll stop rambling on. Thank you so much, guys, for sticking by. As always, drop a comment, like, subscribe, all that usual stuff. Go and check us both out. Give us a follow. And we'll see you both in the next one. Demis, thanks, mate. Appreciate it. I'm looking forward to coming on your channel. I'll see you soon, buddy.
You will do, and thank you for having me on.
Anytime. See you later, guys.